Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome back to another episode of the old Triple B Podcast. We got a bonus episode coming at you for Saturday night's main event, aka You Can't See Miss. It is essentially, it's the Christmas of John Cena here. And it is John Cena's final match. And as accordingly so, we are dressed to the nines.
Hell yeah.
Going through our predictions for the show, we're going to get started right away here. In no particular order, we got Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, going against Obafemi, the NXT champion. Timmy, who you got?
Oh, it could go either way. It could go
really
either way
could.
because
It really could.
it's going to depend on who interferes in this match. I don't think it's a straight one-on-one. I think some interference happens.
Either
Drew
Ricky Saints or
Ricky
Drew.
Saints. Yep. Which
Both.
makes it hard. So I'm going to go Obafemi winning.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay.
Obafemi winning.
Okay.
And I would love for it to happen.
Yeah.
Regardless of any circumstance.
100% would love for it to happen too. I'm going Cody. I think I think it'll end up being Cody, but there's going to be like the help him up, shake his hand, hug it out, talk to him kind of moment at the end.
No, and
Kind of
I
thing.
fully expect that to happen, but just part of me thinks there's interference in it. So,
Yeah.
and it could go either way.
Yeah. Next up, we have Bayley versus Sol Ruca.
I'm going Bailey on this one.
All right.
I think this is kind of like what you just described, where it's a really good match.
Yeah.
And now that I say it, I could totally see Bailey giving it up to Sol Ruca. So, but I'm going to stick to my guns. Bailey's winning this
All
one.
right. All right. And I'm going the other way. I'm going Sol Ruca on it. I think this is the perfect setup to actually, if anyone's putting somebody over here, I think like of these three specific matches that are like the NXT showcase that John Cena wanted, I think this is the one where somebody actually gets put over, and I'm going Sol Ruca.
Yeah,
She's the one that she's the main one. She's had the most main roster matches out of anyone that's on this card.
yeah.
NXT wise, and I think this would be the one to let her shine and as a potential future bump to the main roster.
Yeah,
So,
no, I agree. And like I said, as I said it, I kind of lean the other way, but I'm going to stick with Bailey.
yep. Next up, we have Dragon Styles. I love it. Did you do that, or is that what they're actually called?
No, I just
I
was
love
like
it.
Dragon
Styles. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles defending their championships, correct? Or is it not?
I don't think it's a championship match.
Oh, I thought it was for some
but
reason.
it might be. I
If
don't.
it is, sweet. But if not, regardless, we got Dragon Lee and AJ Styles taking on Javon Evans and Leon Slater, who is, if I'm not mistaken, the current TNA X Division champ.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. I'm very excited to see him because I've read and heard a lot of stuff about him. Nick Nemeth on the fucking podcast with the dude.
Chris Van Vliet?
Yeah, Chris Van Vliet. Thank you. He like talked up Leon Slater so much too. So like, I'm very excited. I don't think I've ever seen him actually wrestle.
I sent you that.
He's the one that does the Swanton 450, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I'm very excited to see this match because him and, I mean, just that video and what I've heard of Leon Slater and then Javon Evans, holy shit. Yeah, what do you think? Where are you going?
This match is going to be the match of the night.
Yes.
Hands down. I don't see how it cannot be, but Dragon Styles is going to win it, but it's going to be such a banger of a match, and I just can't wait to see them all collide.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna join you on that one. I'm gonna go Dragon Styles also, getting the win here. As much as I would love to see Javon Evans and Leon Slater win this match, and we could be totally wrong here, and we could totally watch AJ getting ready to retire himself here in the next, potentially 6 months or whatever. Mm-hmm. Put them over to bump them up. Who knows? But yeah. I'm going Dragon Styles.
Okay.
And finally, which we're assuming this one is probably in the correct spot here on the card, is John Cena in his final match taking on the Ring General, Gunther. Where are you going?
I'm going Gunther. I'm going with him. And it's against my better judgment, but I'm going with him. If really what John Cena wants to do, you just gotta stick it out and just that's the way this match needs to end. And whether we agreed or not, whether Gunther should be the final match, he needs to prop up the next big thing. So Gunther's that in this circumstance. So Gunther is winning it.
All right. I'm sticking to my guns because I still just don't think this should be what the match is, and I'm still a little bitter about it. And so I'm hoping that we get a little swerve here, and John Cena actually does go out on top. He is well deserving of that after 23 years of absolute 100% dedication to this company, and that's where I'm going.
I mean, I would love to be wrong on it as well, and love to see him go out on top because he definitely deserves it. I know it's just going to be an emotional ride throughout the night because I'm sure there's just going to be a lot of call-outs, a lot of throwbacks and everything, and just so many memories. And really, it's at a time when John Cena came up is really when I started getting a lot of the friends that I still have in my life now, and watching John Cena, so it's that kind of memories, coming up, not just the wrestling part of it, it's just all the memories watching John Cena growing up. So hell yeah, man.
All right. Well, that wraps up our predictions, and we will be checking back in after the show's over to look at our results and talk about the show. But we got to get to it because literally the last time is now. Alrighty. We are back post-show Saturday night's main event. John Cena's final match.
The last time is, in fact, now.
Yeah. We're talking the outcomes of all the matches, talking about our predictions, how we fared in the overall happenings of the night, and just kind of our thoughts and follow-ups on the show itself. Too much. I did too much.
A little too much.
Too much of an adjustment. Okay.
Wrong lever.
Wrong lever. Alrighty, we're starting it off. Timmy, I'm going to give you some props and kudos here. You randomly put the matches on our predictions, and you predicted the entire match card perfectly. The 4 matches were in the exact order that we did predictions in, so that makes it real simple and easy. We started out the night off with the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, facing off against the NXT Champion, Obafemi. Cody Rhodes came out on top here.
Yes, he did.
Via disqualification due to a kind of it was out of nowhere because it didn't seem like it really fit. Mm-hmm. And it also was completely not out of nowhere because it felt like it took Drew 7.5 minutes to get to the ring from wherever he came from because the crowd saw him coming from a mile away and were all pointing to him the entire time it was happening. So it was like, okay, well, something's happening.
Yeah.
So it was very anticlimactic. But Cody Rhodes gets the win via disqualification.
And I knew it was going to come down to interference. I called that.
You did.
It just did not go in my favor. I really wanted Obafemi to come out on top. But realistically, I understand why Cody Rhodes wins here. It drives home one of the main feuds that they're doing on the main show. But that said, Obafemi really shined during this match. He went toe-to-toe with Cody. He was looking dominant. And I like the idea of them teaming up. You talked about it during the show where it's like, oh, they could team up down the road against Drew and maybe Ricky Saints.
Yeah, because I was saying, what if Ricky Saints comes out? Because what if Oba goes after Drew and then Ricky Saints comes out and then you have a little tag team action potentially for NXT or something? It would be cool, but...
Yeah. It's not quite the moment that John Cena had with Kurt Angle or anything, but it was a strong moment for Oba Femi in general. Busted Cody Rhodes wide open.
Yeah, like split his ear in half, it looked like. Good Lord.
Over the table.
Yeah.
But overall, it was leading up to a good match. But in WWE typical fashion, they like to never let anyone win. So it ends in DQ.
Yep.
You are 1-0, and I'm 0-1.
Yep, 1-0. Moving on to the second match of the night, we did, in fact, get Bayley versus Sol Ruca here in this spot. And lo and behold... Sol Ruca with a little counter roll-up pin to get the surprise win over Bayley.
Hell yeah, man. This match was a banger. It was really good. Sol is just so good in the ring, and Bayley was a perfect one to put her over. I know I picked Bayley to win this, but also in doing so was like, yeah, this is the perfect person to put over an up-and-comer.
For sure.
And it in fact happened. The Soul Snatcher is such a cool move that
it's so dope. And the way that it happened too was like out of an attempted roll up pin.
Yeah.
Bayley kicks out, kicks her off of her into the corner, and she just goes straight into it. Mm-hmm. And Bayley was able to get up, turn, and catch it perfectly.
Yeah.
So
they've done a really cool. Good job evolving this move into what it is today, because at first it was like a cool move, but you're like, someone's just gonna stand there and wait for you to do it, but they've come up with these different scenarios.
Catch it out of nowhere.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very similar move. Like, it's almost more believable than like the Cody Cutter or the OG Cutter.
Yes, 100%.
Right? Like the OG Cutter is literally he leaps 600 feet in the air, and they have to wait for him to come down to catch it. Right? How cool the fucking move is, you forget about that fact because it looks so fucking awesome. So you don't care about it. But if you're really, if we're comparing, I feel like the Soul Snatcher actually is one where it kind of does come out of nowhere.
It literally does. Yeah.
So
agreed. So I am 0-2 in the hole, and Ryan is 2-0.
Hell yeah. Bringing us on to the third match of the night, we have Dragon Lee and AJ Styles taking on Javon Evans and Leon Slater. And boy, did this match start with a pop.
Yes, it did. I thought...
Yeah, the 221-year-olds just running amok.
They were just tearing it up, man. Their movesets are so cool. They fit together as a tag team so well. This match was everything I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And again, it's just... These 3 matches so far just really did what the night's supposed to do. Let the young guys really shine. And they picked the right moments for who to win there and everything. You got tag team champions and some new feuds growing, so you're obviously not going to have them lose. But props to Leon Slater capitalizing on a slip up by AJ Styles and
for sure.
Going for an immediate pin. I think it really just kind of took away the moment and from being embarrassing for AJ Styles. And so I thought that was good. Overall match was just a banger. And we pointed out kind of the cool full circle type thing too during the show of how the match ended with AJ Styles hitting the Styles Clash on Leon Slater. Yeah. In terms of just like where AJ came from. TNA.
Primarily TNA, right? I know he had like a early WCW run or whatever, but it was like TNA is where he became AJ Styles essentially, right? And made the X Division Championship like what it was and is. Yeah. And then you have Leon Slater as the current X Division Champion. So to have AJ be the one to pin Leon Slater in that moment was kind of a cool, homage to his career and everything too. So
well, I got a 1 in my column, but that brings you to 3-0, and I'm
both
1.
picked Dragon Styles.
1 for 2, and
Yep. 1 and 2, and I'm 3-0. Bringing us on to the final match of the night, it was John Cena's final match against the Ring General Gunther.
Gunther.
I don't want to talk about it.
He's
I don't want to talk about it.
He's dependent over there. The match.
I'm upset about it.
The match was.
I'm irritated.
It was a good one. I think it was a good one, and
the match was solid. I think it was what you would expect it to be, with it being who it was.
Yeah.
Gunther's not putting on like a spectacle of in-ring performances ever. It's ground and pound and just brute force.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have Cena in Cena. I mean, this was probably one of the least entertaining matches of the farewell run, in all honesty. Like, when you really think back on most of the matches he's had have been like, I feel like have been like bell to bell bangers.
Yeah.
Most of the matches he's had on this run, and this one was like, it was good.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was anything like, wasn't him and AJ at Clash,
No.
or, you know,
it was better than Brock versus Cena.
Well, yes. Yeah. That wasn't a match. That was a joke.
That was a massacre.
Yeah. That was just a fucking suplex party, and
I definitely saw this match going. It could have gone either way. The more
and I feel like it went more down the middle.
Yeah, and the match, like, as it was happening, I was like, you know, if Gunther loses, they put like a younger guy, but probably the most intimidating guy on today's roster against him, against the never give up John Cena, where I think the matchup makes sense on paper. And so the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay, I see it. It's not like who we wanted to win the tournament or anything, or what we thought the tournament would be. But I think, and I know the ending is very going to be controversial, the way this match ended, but it was almost like Cena was just happy to call it a career there. That's the way I interpreted it. He smiles, taps out. It was definitely weird. But that's my interpretation, is that he was happy to end it there. But the crowd was not having it, and Ryan was not having it.
No, I just feel like it was, like, I get it that, like, it's his career, is going out on his terms and all that stuff, but at the same time, like, I feel like the only reason you have had the career that you have is because of the fans. And that, I don't know, it just kind of felt like a slap in the face to the fans. Like, your entire moniker the entire time has been never give up.
Yeah.
And then you just smile at the fans and then tap out.
Yeah.
Like, that makes, and like nonchalantly too. Like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It just seemed weird. I feel like the fans deserved better. That's a tough pill to swallow, being a ride or die John Cena fan for 23 years.
Absolutely.
You know, I was 8.
It was...
No, I was 9 when he debuted.
Yeah. Damn.
That's fucking... I don't know. It just feels weird. And it just doesn't feel like Gunther is deserving of that, in all honesty. Yeah, he might be the most... What did you say? The most, like, feared or what? Intimidating.
Yeah, intimidating.
But he really hasn't established himself as that big bad, like, Brock Lesnar heel. He's not the Brock Lesnar heel. And I don't think this put him there either. And that's the thing, is I don't think that this did what they were hoping that this was going to do in any way. And then to have everybody come out and the fans are just fucking booing the entirety of that. And then they played a cool video package to end the night. And then he just takes his stuff off and walks out. Like, you don't hear anything from him. I don't know. The whole thing just seemed weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely expected more. I would love to hear from him, just like, to close the show. Or even hear his music. He didn't even play his music on the way out. It was just quiet.
True.
which was weird. It's just
Yeah. Like, part of me thinks, like, you brought it up during the show too about, like, you had heard that this was supposed to be like a PLE at the end of the year that was like dedicated to him or whatever, and you're wondering if like he decided that he wanted to do it on Saturday night's main event to like just prove a point to Goldberg, who bitched about it. And then I wonder if like if that's the case, that's even more annoying to me then, because then he's just using this as like a point to just like rub it in someone else's face for something that they were
That was
bitching
just me
about.
speaking,
No, I
yeah.
know, but still. But then you get what we got at the end, where like Goldberg was doing the speech and they cut it off.
Yeah.
So then it's like Cena. They're not cutting it off on Cena.
Yeah.
It's not happening. But does Cena just not say anything to just further rub that, like prove that point to Goldberg? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is that actually a possibility that all of that happened kind of in that?
In that vein.
Yeah. Which,
maybe.
if that's the case too, that pisses me off even more.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
I mean, John Cena's
like it.
never one to steer away from controversy. So what a way to go out. I'm indifferent about it. Like, did I say Gunther was going to win? I did, but it doesn't sit well with me either at the same time. Like, I guess it really just depends on what they do with Gunther post this match. And to your point, and I know you've talked on it, is like, what more can they do? He's already won the championship twice and all that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird to end. I really liked the highlight video, though. I liked. I really wanted to see him choke up and shed some emotion there, and it looked like it was really close when Vince McMahon came up on this.
It was just so weird that out of all of the video things of that played, it was the Vince popping up that made him actually like start crying almost.
Like you could tell it got him a little
his
bit.
mom was on, his dad was on. He just kind of gave a smile.
Yeah.
Then Vince McMahon comes on, and he starts crying. It was like,
yeah,
okay.
it was the one a little emotion it looked like that got to him, but yeah, no,
I just feel like the night would have, like, this everything would have been better if it would have been actually been a younger person, like we've talked, that like fit the actual criteria of what the whole point of this was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then they actually put on a great match. Because this was by no means a great match. We got like 7 clotheslines in a row. And that it was literally Gunther doing chops, clotheslines, German suplex, and sleeper holds. And then Cena hitting his 5 moves 3 times.
Yeah.
And he hit the FU off of stairs through an announce table. Couldn't get the pin. Hit the avalanche attitude adjustment. Couldn't get the pin. Hit the attitude adjustment 2 or 3 other times. Couldn't get the pin. Right? But if it was someone that was actually like deserving of this, fit the criteria for what this actually should have been, put on a phenomenal match, and then either way, win or lose, Cena raises their hand at the end, that's doing what you want.
Yeah.
That what this should have done.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know, it just all around failed to live up to the expectations of clearly the majority of fans, because I don't think there was a single person in that audience that was okay with the way that ended.
It sucked the air right out real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
They literally went from chanting, "Don't give up, don't give up," to him smiling and tapping out.
And then silence.
Yeah.
And boos. And then cheering as he walked away.
Yeah. So I went 3 for 4. You went 2 for 4.
Yep.
And that wraps up the show. That was that. Tim, 3 bells. What are you giving it?
I'm gonna just say, I appreciate the memories and everything of Cena, and it was fun to just look back on the memories and all the little people that came out for the show. I thought that was nice. I'm gonna give the show 3 out of 3. I liked the matchups. This definitely was the best Saturday night's main event by a long shot. I thought the matches were good, and the meaning of everything was pretty prominent in all of that. So I'm giving it 3 out of 3.
This might be the farthest apart we've ever been. I'm going 1.5.
Yep, that's definitely the furthest.
The ending of Cody and Oba was awful. It was terrible. It was fucking stupid. I'm so over Drew and Cody.
Yeah.
And so just to have that be the thing that ends what was working out to be an incredible match, just like that's a 0.
Yeah.
Bailey Solruka, fantastic. Loved that one. Tag match, absolutely phenomenal. Loved that. And then you know my thoughts on Gunther and Cena. So I'm going right down the middle there on it.
I get it. Yeah. I get it. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, that concludes our bonus episode.
Saturday night's main event.
Thank
Final one of 2025. We'll see you again next fucking month for another one. Looks like we're going to do them every month now. So stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in to the Triple B Podcast.